Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Podcast about everything and nothing all at the same time. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. You want to cue the thing? Yep.
Hello to the 6 of you out there.
The six of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're back. Make sure you talking to your microphone again.
I'm talking into the microphone. Do you see what I did here?
I did. You got Ant-Man helping you out. That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Well, I figured you put a bunch of toys on the table so I could play with them.
I did not actually. I put a bunch of toys on the table because I needed somewhere to put all my toys.
This is all your toys?
Not all of my toys, but I have, a lot of them. Some of those are Alex's, actually. Fun fact, Jess got off the phone with him.
Ignore
You're
that.
supposed to put your phone on silent.
Ignore that.
I'm gonna try.
It's probably, just someone trying to buy some real estate. It's nothing important. I'll just ignore it.
Yeah, no, comment below if you need a realtor. Mike came back again for another week.
Yeah, I'm here. I made it.
Yeah.
They didn't kill me.
Oh yeah. Hunting the people. The people didn't kill you because you were hunting the skunk ape or swamp ape. Did you get the results back?
No, I didn't get any results back yet.
Did you actually send out some hair to? Did you actually send out the hair to get it tested?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, I really was. See, then I got distracted by doing other stuff, But I really, that's very important to me. But when they told me like 2.5 months over the phone, like my instant reaction was, well, the video it looked like an orangutan. I'm gonna go to the zoo or Busch Gardens and just like compare it to an orangutan and be like, it's an orangutan.
You have a microscope?
No. And they wouldn't let me get close enough to an orangutan. They didn't trust me getting close enough to an orangutan. I wouldn't trust me getting close enough to an orangutan. But I figured they would just be like, hey, their ass is getting nappy because they poop, and then they, just let me compare it. I don't want the ass nap. But, I'm sure you got some orangutan here that you can just
Right.
for comparative purposes.
So I used to work at the Hard Rock for a long time. You need to talk to the janitors. Someone's got to sweep up in the back and such, So you got to talk to the janitors. They'll just sweep up some hair, and they're just gonna throw it away. Like, you think people just don't, like, the orangutans just don't lose hair?
Yeah, but you're talking about orangutans at the casino. They only have like lions and tigers.
No, there's janitors at the zoo and at Busch
Gardens.
Gardens.
You see how my mind works?
No, talk to those janitors.
Give me some orangutan.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
How much do you think, some orangutan hair is going for? Like on the black market?
Probably free if you ask the janitors. they're probably like, you want this trash? Yeah, sure. Here, take it. Like, I'm supposed to throw it out anyways. Like,
yeah, that's too easy. If I said, hey, let me give you, $50 for that orangutan hair, they'd be like, why?
I'm just saying, like, if you go to, like, the actual zoologist or orangutan expert, and you're like, I'm trying to.
And that's the most honest thing. I literally was just like, yo, this dude showed me a video of like what looks like orangutan.
Doesn't really matter what. Doesn't really matter.
I'm trying
what
to learn.
You say.
Well, I was just like, I'm here to learn.
Right.
Teach me.
Right.
It's like, no, you're
trade secret. Walk up to the janitor, be like, hey, yo, my man, sweep up some hair for me. And he'll be like, bet.
I think the point where I went wrong is when I like had the camera sticking in the face.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have been like, I'm here to learn. Told them that instead of like
be a little bit more respectful.
Yeah.
Of people's personal space.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I am respectful. It was an animal encounter. I was asking a very honest question.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you some solid life advice.
You didn't want to be there.
You're right. I didn't.
You didn't think I was going to go over there and ask for some orangutan hair, did you? You probably did.
I didn't think you were, but I didn't think that it was not impossible. Yeah, sorry, I ruined your bit on the podcast here.
Oh, it was ruined when I put it out, man. Don't worry. I had all my my professional friends, like, my network looking at me and then giving me the exact same, you know,
Right.
swamp ape.
Right. I mean, we're from Florida.
And then I put out a second video after that says what happens to my waist in an RV.
I saw the video posted. I have not watched the actual video itself.
It's funny, and then I got a call from HR side to
Right.
change the.
Did you watch our podcast?
I might have liked it, but I don't know if I watched it.
Okay, so see, now I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
So that's just,
as long as you liked it and then like hovered above it and hit the play button long enough for it to realize that it's a view, and I'll forgive you.
Forgive me for what?
For not actually watching my.
You
video.
didn't watch our podcast,
right? I was here with you doing it. I know what was said.
Well, okay. I mean, that's fair.
I mean, I do have ADD. Sometimes I need to see things twice. Like,
okay.
Did I put something in there that I might get in trouble for? But then I realized, like, for your 6 returning viewers, and I'm not saying that's in like a derogatory way. I have 2.
Hey man, don't mock my channel like that. Okay. Do not disrespect my viewer.
I am not here to disrespect you in any type of
way. Okay. We have one solid viewer. All right. Do not disrespect.
They're gone now.
They probably were.
It's over.
They came back. They came back. They're like, oh, this guy again. I'm out of here.
You're going 3 steps forward and 6 steps backwards every time you invite me over here.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I don't even like. I said I don't want to tell you why I'm wearing all black. We'll save that for like next weekend. After I embarrass myself some more.
Is that about what we were just talking? I mean,
the Pet Cemetery one.
Oh, yeah. So yeah,
I don't want to throw too much at people because they already think I'm crazy. You don't want someone to think that they're just like.
Well, see, I've said it multiple times. Like,
institutionalized.
I've said it multiple times, and you should do this too.
Yeah.
On screen, right? I pursue a character.
Yeah.
Okay. My character really isn't as mean to Alex as I really am.
You're a liar.
It's a character.
Okay? You're such a liar, man.
I'm a meth.
I was just tell me we love Alex to death. And you know what? I feel comfortable saying this now because he skipped out on us today.
We were about to hit record and he called and said, "Oh, sorry,
So we weren't mentioning anything about mommy and me, maybe slightly.
I don't know.
A smidgen.
I don't know. I saw both of them since we recorded last week.
Like I won't say anything in private that I won't say to their face.
Yeah, no, I was very honest with them. I was in character. Right? So, I'm a method actor. Sometimes
that's just your Jackal and Mr. Hyde. That's how you get away with doing things.
So
that was Bad Ian. Bad Ian's dead now. This is good Ian.
I have an alter ego. I've never actually been checked for such issues.
Keep it a mystery, man. Don't let us doctor spoil that for you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Also, why?
Why?
What are they gonna do for me?
I don't know.
Yeah, nothing.
They might abort you.
Is it?
It's not too late for an abortion. It's never too late for an abortion.
I don't even.
I told my boss that about his sons all the time. And if they see this, they're probably gonna fire me.
Yeah. All right. Remember that time you came on my podcast and got fired? That was funny. Yeah. I don't even want to try to begin the math on a 37-year-old. Yeah. Anyways, I'm probably gonna have to
murder. That's really what it's just like murdering someone.
I'm probably gonna have to censor that. YouTube's gonna get mad at me. My one viewer is gonna report me.
I think you can get away with saying that.
I don't know. Before I post it,
you're gonna yeah. Ask AI.
Before I'm done with the edit, right? Yeah. Before I'm done with the full edit, and in case I have to go back and add some censors.
But I pushed the button. There is no editing
after. There is editing.
Yeah. You're spoiling the magic.
Well, no, because also there's been times where Alex is I took this picture and he'll show me and I'll just put it up on screen so people can see what Alex is showing me. That way, hopefully somebody cares because normally I don't.
So when you watch my channel, NE bang 4 clicks. That's THANG 4 clicks. When you see like a thumbs up that just like electrifies, that's real. That's not even video editing. I make that shit happen. Excuse me. I make that stuff
Okay. All right. I'm glad for you.
happen.
I'm
Yeah.
glad for you.
I'm just telling you not to spoil the magic for everybody, with your non-editing and
Well, no, I mean, people know there's video editing going
yeah.
on.
I didn't see any editing. I thought these were like straight clips. See, I would have known that if I'd watched the last podcast.
I mean, there's no way we can magically hold up. Like I didn't do any like crazy editing with us, but like,
Well, now you know what? Now I'm gonna watch it. You'll get 2 views from me.
well, I know it's in previous episodes. Watch those.
I'll watch them too.
Watch them all
Yeah,
and like them all.
I
But no,
I liked a
and
couple of them.
last week's, I say last week, but like it came out yesterday for
Yeah.
us. But in last week's episode, I included a link to your channel down below.
I think that's probably why I got like 5 views.
It's only been live for one day, so I mean, I don't know.
How does that work? So since I'm a noob to the tube,
I mean, I'm not a YouTube expert, but I mean, what do you
you're more than me at this
what do you
point.
want to know?
How to do it wrong?
How to what?
Said how to do it wrong.
Well, I mean,
That's me being a troll. Don't listen to me. Ian's doing much better than I am.
I mean, I don't care if I'm doing it right or wrong. Like,
No, but that's why I'm asking you. I want to know.
I've told you, and I've said it on the channel before. Like, this isn't like a YouTube channel. Like, this is like a podcast, and I use YouTube. I also upload on Spotify as a podcast, as a video podcast.
I have no shame. I'm trying to like use it to sell real estate.
There's no shame.
Full no censor.
There's no shame involved in this. Like,
Yeah.
I had this idea. I was like, hey, let's start a podcast. That way, like, me and some people can hang out and talk about a bunch of whatever. Like, oh, did you see this movie? Blah, 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 blah. We can talk about.
I watch it. I'm just upset because at this point, I haven't seen you give Alex like a Rubik's Cube and then like try to get him to solve it on camera while you're asking him questions.
What? Give him a what?
A Rubik's. Is that what it's called?
Oh, a Rubik's Cube.
A Rubik's Cube.
Not a Rubik's Cube.
Is that what you're catching? You're
yeah.
Call me. I mispronounce words all the time. That's why I use spell check.
I have Rubik's Cubes.
Rubik's Cubes.
I could actually solve
Rubik's Cube with R.
I could actually solve.
It's not a Rubik.
No, it's not. It's
can it be a Rubik?
A Rubik's Cube.
So like I got a Rubik's Cube,
but like if there's
a Rubik's Cube.
If there's a couple of them, they'd be Rubik's Cubes.
So you didn't know you were going to learn something today, but you're definitely learning. It's not. So wait.
It's called.
I do contracts with the military, and we have to back this up.
Check it out. It's called, Rubik's Cube.
So it's not a Rubik's Cube unless you're saying, "Hey, it's."
I mean, I guess if you talk like that,
yeah, that's how I talk.
That's why I corrected you.
Yeah.
But no, I have Rubik's Cubes.
Okay, so what I'm saying is you should give Alex a Rubik's Cube. I had to like stop and like literally like plan that out.
I've done that. He'll play with it for a long time.
Yeah, but no, you need to ask him like,
complicated questions.
Yeah, extraordinarily complicated.
He couldn't even do that without one.
I think that's what make it hysterical. I mean, I couldn't do it with it, but it would just be like, I would watch that 6 or 7 times in a row. To be honest with you.
There's.
If you want revenge on someone because you've been upset, like say you got in the car with Alex and you love him and you're friends with him, but you're like, he almost killed me that day.
Yeah, first off, I'm glad you said that on camera. Yeah, no, I'm not getting in the car with Alex, and I'm not trying to get revenge on him. I don't.
It's like subtle revenge. It's just like you almost killed me that day in the vehicle, so I'm gonna get you to solve a Rubik's Cube on camera and ask you complex questions.
I mean, he probably would, but like, you know how he gets. Like when he gets concentrated, like he doesn't talk.
And that's when you put your non-editing in with the little nuclear bomb explosions.
Here's the thing. Here's a fun fact. A long time ago, probably over a year now, like since we've been doing this podcast, it was early on. We had this idea, like we were going to do origami while we were talking. I gave up probably about 15 minutes into it because like it was like ASMR at that point because nobody was talking and like I was.
That's too funny. Just you telling me that you were gonna do a podcast while doing origami makes me upset that you did it, like never released it. Did you film some of it?
Yeah, yeah. I'll show it to you.
He's gonna guys. He's gonna release it. To
I'm
the
not
5 of you out
releasing
there,
it.
he's gonna release it.
I'm not releasing it.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Because that was the best idea. Listen, I don't want to see any other, like none of your other podcasts now until you release that. That's literally. I will go and comment and like every single one of them.
Oh, cool.
I want what I want. I want to see an
continue-
origami podcast video.
Thanks. You're going to continue giving me the 0 views that you already are giving me.
Red Zero.
You haven't. You told me you haven't watched our podcast.
Oh,
So you haven't viewed it, and you're now threatening me to not view it.
I did view it. I gave it a like.
That doesn't count. I don't know.
I gave it a like. I did.
Don't know.
I did give it a like.
But you just said a couple of minutes ago that you didn't view it.
I think you're just making excuses for putting out your origami.
I'm not
video.
putting it out on this channel. There you go. How you like that? I won't put it out on this channel.
Why? Because you'll upset the 4 or 5 people that are watching. They're already upset. I'm pretty sure you figured out by now that the comment I made about being too old for Smortions is okay by YouTube standards, and they left it in and they're gone. So free to say what you want to the empty audience.
I don't know that by now because we're still in the process.
We're in the process, but I'm telling you because I have foresight that you've already researched it, and then when they're watching the video, it'll make sense to them because it will still be. You see what I'm saying?
You're trying to origami your words. You like what I did there?
I'm a real estate agent. I'm supposed to origami my words.
Like,
it's like verbal jujitsu.
This is my podcast channel. Like if I wanted to do, because I've thought about doing other content, but like I don't want it on my podcast channel because this is the podcast.
You don't want it to have as much ADD as my channel.
Well, no, I thought about doing vlogs and such because I mean that's essentially kind of what you're doing is vlogging.
I guess I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I think that's the whole point of my channel is like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. It's clear that you don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I don't know what you're doing having me over here to do your podcast.
Alex is busy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's your fault.
And someone wanted
you
to come
sold
over here
him
and play
a
with your
house.
toys. Yeah, so, I did a very good job selling him a house, and I showed Alex 22 or so houses.
I mean, I'm not really going to comment on the matter, but
he's a real estate professional.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah.
But I do have opinions.
You do.
Yeah, I'm allowed. First off, last time I checked, this is America. Okay. And I'm allowed to have opinions.
Can Captain America be a woman?
Well, I mean, according to the multiverse, there are women. There's Captain Carter. She was Britain's Captain America.
Okay, you just validated my point. Continue.
I mean, not trying to get into comic book wars.
No, we've done it. We've done enough of that.
I mean, I just saw the new Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Did you like that?
Oh, I did. I rather enjoyed it.
It's not that I don't like them. I can't get involved because then I don't have time to like get consumed by it. So like the only thing that I've really watched is like the old school Batmans or like maybe a couple of the new ones and then Spider-Man.
So I mean, watching Spider-Man is getting involved,
but not like any of the new ones.
Oh,
like I stopped at Toby.
Oh,
you know, it was Toby or bust.
Okay,
you know, not because I care about Toby, just because like that's the point where I feel like I grew up.
Okay, you feel like you grew up?
No, I lied.
Okay,
I've never grown up. I'm playing with your toys right now while I'm saying I'm grown up.
To be fair, that was my son's.
Really?
And he made it, and he was like, "Here, Dad, I want you to go put this out on your podcast."
Oh, thank God you said that because I'm just like, that's a lot of unique toys for Ian to be playing with. That are not his.
That's
kids.
Alex's.
Well, that makes
sense. Some of these aren't mine. Some of these are mine. Some of these were my kids.
Yeah.
You know, depends on which ones you look at, because some of them, a lot of this stuff is mine. Some of it's Alex's.
My kids' toys are all destroyed. They can't have nice things.
Well, see, here's the thing: when my kids want to have something nice and they want it to like continue to be nice, they give it to me.
Yeah.
And they're like, put it somewhere safe.
They know better. Help me from myself.
Right. Well, you see that giant Lego. I mean, it's not giant, but it's big Lego
I can't see it.
Star Wars. I mean, it's on camera, right above your head.
There you go.
Yeah, I built that. I built two of them, and one of them fell off of a shelf, and I still haven't fixed it. So ever since then, like I double, like try to make sure everything's.
Well, the Star Wars stuff, you got to be careful with that stuff because it's like old school Star Wars stuff. It's like worth money.
I do have some old school Star Wars stuff. I don't have anything that's worth like a lot of money.
Yeah.
If I did, like we'd definitely have better studio equipment. But no, I have some cool stuff. And like, again, like I'm referencing the Hard Rock. I worked there. I was in management for 8 years there.
Yeah.
And everyone knew I like Star Wars. So I can't even tell you how many different Star Wars coffee cups I have had over the years. Some of them are up here. I kept a lot of the cool ones, but like everyone,
anything with Han Solo, like frozen and carbonite, it's like my like awesome. Like the fridges. Have you seen the fridges?
Yeah,
those are so like. If I could buy something Star Wars themed in my house and it not get destroyed, that's probably what it would be.
You don't have to buy the fridge. You just buy the vinyl decal that goes on your fridge. They're pretty cheap on Amazon.
You mean like the stick on?
It's like a whole vinyl.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they have. Yeah, that way you don't have to buy the whole fridge. Like it's just like a vinyl sticker. It looks.
That is cool, man. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, some of this vinyl made it look like
we're in a barn right now. Don't lie to people.
This is definitely not a barn. This used to be a wood workshop.
A wood workshop?
Yeah, that I have converted. It got converted from a wood workshop to a mini apartment to a man cave to half studio, half storage.
I like this corner.
Yeah.
I don't like that corner, or that corner so much, but this corner.
This corner is designed to be very camera friendly.
I like it. That's why.
I mean, you make it sound like
I'm trolling you on camera.
You make it sound like it's so awful.
It's not.
Some of this stuff.
It's not awful.
Is necessary.
Show it.
I can't really.
He doesn't want to spoil the magic. He doesn't do editing, and this room all looks the same.
I do editing, and this room does not look the same.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I don't have a nice like camera friendly spot, even in my house. Like there's a couple spots in my house where there's like not graffiti with crayons on the wall, but and then there's children jumping against me when I try to film.
Your kids are pretty crazy.
They're what? I mean, but look at their father.
You need to get like a big bag of like gummies, like Welch's or something, and then like mix in some melatonin gummies in there at the same time, like shake them up. There you go.
No, I can't do that. Throw it at them, then run away real quick. Fall asleep. I'm not. No melatonin gummies.
I gave my kids some melatonin gummies a while ago, like to get them. I'll probably have to do it here soon, actually, like to help them get on a sleeping schedule.
Yeah. Summer's horrible, especially for sleeping.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm waiting.
2 more weeks, school will be back, and they go to school. So I'm excited for that. Excited for them, but I'm also excited for some free time during the day.
Wow. On that note, let's get some free time, man. I'm gonna run. I'm wearing black right now for a very specific reason. I want to be respectful.
At the pet cemetery.
That I'm going for. Is it? It's not. Well, it's not. But I'm just worried about like the pet people when I start making a whole bunch of. Like,
and even if you are like trying to be respectful, like I'm glad you busted out your nicest black T-shirt.
Yeah.
Very formal.
I got a black hat too that I'm going to put on.
Oh, it's not that one?
It's not this one. It's all black.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have all black hats.
Yeah. Well, then I just borrow one from you.
You just said you had one.
Oh. Well, it's not here.
You have to put your phone on silent next week.
I do. I just want to pretend like I'm popular. I actually staged that. I said call me a whole bunch during this podcast. So like I look like I actually have people trying to call me.
I mean, for real, I could edit out all the times we talk about it, and you wouldn't even know because it doesn't get picked up on the microphones.
It's so sad.
Um,
You're taking all the the originality out of it. You know.
I mean, I'm just.
They want to hear my cell phone ring, and they want to know I'm important.
I'm sorry. This is what happens. Like, I'm used to like the person sitting there. I'm used to them like being optimistic and like excited, and I'm used to like just no, no. It's this position, to be honest. Like,
I see that's why you have like a stare between us.
well, we thought Alex was going to be here, and Alex would be sitting there, and I'd be actually really interested in engaging with you more, and we'd be both be telling Alex he's silly. But it's that spot. Next time you'll have to sit there, and we'll see if I'm not so negative.
I'm not saying you're negative. You're being the best Ian you can be.
That's not true.
It's not true.
I could be a better Ian.
You could be a better Ian. You could always be a better Ian.
I mean, I don't know how, in what context Ian is being used, but I could probably be better.
We all strive to be better.
Yeah, no, I'm throwing like a solid 80%.
That's good, man.
Right
if you could put up more than like 65, it means you're trying.
It's early. It's early in the day.
What time is it?
I don't know. Jack has my phone, and I don't have my watch. Yeah, Jack has my phone.
Yeah.
I'll explain Jack to you later if you want.
It's jacked up right now.
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
As a fun inside joke.
It is. Yeah. You guys would get that if he'd be willing to flip his camera around.
Jack has my phone.
I can't
really control it right now. Jackass.
Yeah.
Jack has my phone, and he is a jackass.
He is.
He's Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're going to a pet cemetery.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like I said, I'm not. It's not that I'm trying to be respectful. I just don't want it to look as bad when I'm making all the jokes about the animal headstones. Because I think like what are like a solid plan is what
There's
we're going to
animal headstones, like gravestones.
I said when he told me, he's like, I'm going to go purchase. It's got a pet cemetery on it, a bunch of land to do a development, but there's this pet cemetery. I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, there's a pet cemetery and there's a bunch of headstones from like the 30s. It's like, I'm coming over and I'm going to film this. Okay. This must be shared. And then I said, pet cemetery, everybody will love that. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean pet cemetery? And it didn't like occur to him that was like a famous movie.
Right.
With a bunch of remakes and
I mean, I'm not like a huge fan, but I know I've heard of.
But tell me that's not interesting. I just want to know what people name their dogs in the 40s, if anything. What if I could go through like the evolution of pet names? You know what I'm saying? Like children names.
They're all like Rover and
until Patch. You get to like the 80s, and then they want to name like their dogs like human names. So I was at the dog park, and we were at Davis Island, and this guy was like, Lucy, come in. Lucy, come in. And then, like, his dog and my child turned and looked at me and him, and I'm like,
right.
This is what we've come to.
I mean,
so
my previous dog, her name was Isabel.
You're part of the problem.
I actually didn't name her.
You need to go back to see. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go to this cemetery, and I'm gonna see the evolution of names, and hopefully they're all not like you, and they start naming their dogs people. Because you have kids. You don't need to name your dog after a person.
I didn't name her. Somebody we knew. I actually planned on calling her Dog her entire life. Her name was going to be Dog.
Oh, that's so sentimental.
I thought so. I thought it was very easy.
And that's like not even with even a sex. Like it's not even Mr. Dog or Mrs. It's just Dog.
Right. I thought
I'm not pissing off any pet people. You've done that already.
No. I know. A lot of people think I'm horrible to my animals, even though they're fed and taken care of and alive.
See, you're not gonna cut the abortion stuff out because you're gonna find when you research on the internet the joke. Like it was just a joke that they don't care. But when you mention pet stuff,
well, I'm not monetized, so like it doesn't really matter. So.
We have to. So you're saying me and you have to have like more than 5 subscribers or 5 views to get monetized?
You have to have at least 500 subscribers and X amount of watch hours. I don't remember off the top of my head.
We're never getting.
I'm almost at 100.
Until you film this podcast, and then that's where it's like.
Well, I mean, I guess you'll have to wait until next Friday to see if I actually air it or not. Because that's.
I hope you do, man. I took time to be over here, you know.
Because again, I've recorded me, Alex, and JP trying to fold origami, and that never got released.
I feel like if you shared that, and maybe this, and you probably shouldn't share 70% of this with the statements we've made. If you share the origami one, I bet you'll get a ton of views because I'll watch it at least 7 times.
No, you won't.
I do. I want to see, honestly, between like the 3 of you, who is the best origamiist. What's the word for that?
Nobody finished anything.
That's even better. It's because you guys got frustrated.
Yeah.
Who crumbled up the paper and just kicked it across the room?
Probably me.
Yeah, see? I would watch it just to see the fact that you couldn't handle a simple origami task.
Well, no, because I got angry because nobody I didn't. This isn't an ASMR channel. This is a podcast channel. And nobody.
I don't care what you're trying to be. I'm gonna go flex on you, and I'm gonna make the best origami you've ever seen, and just be like, you wish.
I cannot wait to view it, and I cannot wait until you have that opportunity because it is that time. And if you haven't, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun stuff. And you got anything else that you want to talk about?
No.
Bye.